Today we're gonna test every single siege deck in Clash Royale. As I'm sure most of you guys know, the two siege win conditions are the Mortar and the Xbow, so today we're gonna be switching back and forth between Mortar and Xbow decks until we've played them all, and after that we're just gonna figure out which one is the best. And starting things off, guys, we have Icebow, which is one of the strongest decks of all time, but has not really been used very much at all recently by most players. Even the top Icebow players seem to be struggling a little bit, but I low-key feel like it could be a little bit underrated in this meta, guys, because the Ice Wizard is a really powerful card right now. It really destroys those Goblin Giant decks, and people just don't really have Fireball and stuff to counter it like they used to. They used to always have Fireball, but now not many people are running Fireball, and even Poison is not used that much, so it's really just the Vine spell, sometimes Lightning and stuff like that, which, you know, the Vines doesn't kill it, and the Lightning is just so expensive. So guys, what I'm going to do right here is literally just rocket this guy's tower all alone with, like, nothing to give it value or anything like that. That's literally how you play Icebow. See, guys, I've been saying for years that Icebow has no skill, and people didn't believe me, but literally in, like, 80% of the matchups, you don't even play your Xbow almost at all. Like, this isn't an Xbow deck, honestly. This is more like a Rocket Cycle deck with Xbow on the side, you know what I mean? Like, it literally just does not require you to play the Xbow in most matchups. Also, wow, that Tesla's so good by us. I thought I was in trouble from that rocket, but we actually defended his Hog pretty easily. I'm mostly just a little bit scared about the Furnace, because the Furnace is pretty hard to deal with, but to be fair, Firecracker would have been hard to deal with as well. But guys, let me explain to you why this deck has Xbow. See, this deck is really a Rocket Cycle deck, but the reason why it actually has the Xbow is just because, like, you know, if you face something like Lava Hound or Golem and all you have is Rocket Cycle, they can just make as big pushes as they want. You can never punish them. So the Xbow is really just in this deck for the sake of punishing your opponent, not the actual fact that it can usually get you that many locks. Obviously, in some matchups, your opponent will just have very little to stop it, but for the most part, it's more just like you Rocket Cycle. See, I'm going to Rocket right now, guys, and if he starts to get, like, Earthquakes and stuff on my tower, then I'm going to be able to maybe start going for some more Xbows and stuff like that. We do get our Evo Tesla up high, which is going to kill his Furnace pretty nicely. He does get the Earthquake plus Barbaro, but guys, I don't really care too much about that because I do have the Tornado, so I don't honestly really know why he just went for all of that. He's probably going to get a Hog Rider down again, so I'm just going to pre-Tesla. Nice prediction, man. Just getting that Tesla down a little bit early to make sure we have the time we need to defend here. And we can actually go for an Xbow right now just because he wasted the Earthquake. He has such good Xbow counters, though, that I'm honestly not expecting a lock here, but at least it will distract him for a while, so that way he's gonna just not focus on attacking me, you know? He does go for the Earthquake, but we can just get a Rocket down, guys, and if he goes for a Hog Rider, we're just gonna Tornado. We do have to be a little bit careful, though, to not get 3-crowned right here. That could be, like, our only possible issue, is getting potentially 3-crowned. Also, this Evolved Furnace does look pretty sketchy as well, so I think what I'm going to do is actually Defensive Xbow. If you Defensive Xbow in this position, guys, they can't Lightning, Poison, or Earthquake it, and the tower that, you know, you're trying to avoid them getting spell value onto. He actually does end up Earthquaking it. Man, hold up. Bro, how is this Furnace still going? Can someone just delete this card? There's no way that Evo Furnace kept going for so long. Dude, I'm literally going to get 3-crowned. Guys, I'm literally going to get 3-crowned right now. Our King Tower is almost as low as his Princess Tower somehow. I don't know why that is, but yeah. I don't know. We're going to get our Rocket down, but I have to really be careful now, guys. I don't think I can really pull almost any more Hog Riders to my King Tower at this rate. He does go for that Barbaro plus Earthquake right there, which is fine. Dude, I don't want to pull this Hog to my King Tower. Wait, he goes for a double Hog. That's kind of bad by him. Yo, that was such a bad Hog by him, guys. That kind of just gave us a free, you know, extra value Tesla. We can just go for the Rocket here once again. I want to make sure I'm up a lot of damage, just in case I accidentally somehow choke and, like, pull a Hog to my King Tower when I really shouldn't be doing that. I feel bad for this guy. I don't know, but when I play Hog Earthquake, I feel like I win this matchup a good amount of the time, but man, I just feel bad seeing this guy struggle. It's definitely a good matchup for Icebow. Maybe if he had Firecracker, it would actually help him more, because Furnace is kind of annoying, but the Firecracker can just be, like, almost invincible in this type of matchup, so yeah, we do end up taking the first win. We got like 90% Rocket damage, 1% Xbow damage. Next up, we have one of the strongest Mortar decks in Clash Royale right now. It's just Mortar Minion Horde. Wow, we just get Pekka first played, man. The disrespect out of this guy is crazy. But guys, the reason this deck is so good is really because of the Minion Horde, and also, of course, the Evo, which is great right now as well. I mean, the Evo Witch is so good because there's so much vines, and so is the minion horde because everyone seems to be taking arrows out of their deck and replacing it with the vine spell, so that just gives a really good time for players using the horde. Wow, that Goblin Curse just destroyed me. He does go for the rage there. Hopefully he doesn't have arrows too. I don't think he will actually. He probably has... If he has another spell, it's probably going to be vines. Why is he giving me the CRL number 1? Oh, I think he's actually using it not as an insult. People usually spam the CRL number 1 as an insult, but I think this guy's actually serious. Appreciate that out of him. I'm going to go for the Berserker as well. We just have to get a little bit of damage back here. It's going to be a little bit rough in a 1-to-1 situation, guys. I don't honestly like this spot too much. Now, guys, the horde is really broken right now because you can just kind of vines up all of its counters, but the one thing we really have to watch out for here is going to be the Goblin Curse because, well, we can't really do anything about that, right? That's like the one counter we can't go for our vines onto. Because, yeah, when he goes for, like, the Rage plus Curse, that's just going to instantly get him a ton of Goblins on our tower. So, I don't know, we just have to be really smart about things here. And I guess the nice thing, though, is that we have the Witch, and the Curse is really good for him against the Witch, right? But then, if he goes for that Curse onto that, then how does he stop the Minion Horde, right? I'm actually going to Horde up high here, guys, because if he goes for the Curse Rage, our Witch is just going to clean everything up. Yeah, that's really smart, guys. And that Horde still got pretty nice value, too. Oh, snap, he's going all in right now. Wait, I think we killed the Ewis. That Ewis was actually kind of trash. I think he probably thought he was cooking right there, guys, but, you know, we were able to stop it pretty good. Let's just go in for a Skelly King just to get all the souls of all of these things here. You can see I'm just playing this deck really logically and just trying to be aggressive at the right times, and it's just giving me so much success right now. We're going to fully kill the Bomber here with the Vines. We can even go for the ability here. He does get a really good Curse Rage, but our Evo Witch is literally unkillable. Oh my gosh, it's just not dying. Holy moly. We could even go for a Minion Horde potentially, actually. Yeah, let's go for the Horde right here, and then let's just Vines up every single thing. Oh, no way, we didn't hit it in time, but yeah, looks like we're just going to 3-crown this guy, so that is a very nice win. So guys, for our next Siege deck, we're actually running Queenbow. I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot this deck existed, but who knows, it could actually be really strong in the upcoming meta, because I heard that they're going to be removing the Champions 3-card cycle, and apparently you can play like multiple Champions at once soon enough when that comes out, and you're going to be able to have like multiple abilities or something like that. I don't know, it looks kind of insane, so I actually have maybe a little bit of a idea of some really broken potential Queen decks, and I think this could be one of them once that change rolls around. Yeah, man, this deck is just also kind of like Rocket Cycle, but it's not really like the other Xbow deck. It's not really like Icebow. It's more so a deck that you primarily go in for Xbows, but you can go for some incidental rockets here and there if you're not able to break through with the Xbow, but it doesn't completely rely on the rocket cycle like Icebow does. Bro, how did that not go for my cannon? I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's kind of nice to have cannon in this deck sometimes because it is cheaper than Tesla, but I feel like a Tesla right there would have distracted the Goblin Machine, but the cannon, the hitbox is a little bit different, so it didn't really do me justice right there. Our opponent does get the Goblin Cage down. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what his win condition is. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, he goes for the Vine spell. Okay. He actually has a lot of counters to us, it looks like, with like the Bar Barrel, the Vines to reset the Xbow. Man, I don't know, guys. I think he probably has just Golem right here, which is gonna be pretty difficult. We're gonna maybe need to get like a crazy Evo Valkyrie or something like that to have any chance to win here. I think that's really the only way we could do anything, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's probably gonna Baby Dragon for this, but if he does, I could just go for a Queen up high, and then if he tries to... Okay, what? Bro, why would he do that? We get our Xbow down here, guys, and we can actually try to like log this maybe to the side. Okay, that's not working. That did not work. I don't know who I thought I was trying to do that play, but all good. He does get the lightning down. Wait, guys, since he got the lightning down, we can just Xbow again, because he's not going to have enough elixir to Golem right away, because he just played a whole 6 elixir lightning. Oh my gosh, bro, can this 3 elixir Ice Wizard stop killing a 6 elixir Xbow, please? Bro, how's this even possible that a dumb 3 elixir Ice Wizard can fully kill a whole Xbow? This gotta be illegal. Xbow's so dumb though, man. It's so broken in some matchups, but then other times it just feels so annoyingly bad, but maybe that's just me. Anyways, I just really want to get a good Evo Valkyrie, guys. That's really our only shot to win right here, so gonna try our best to work with it, I guess. Man, I don't know. What am I supposed to do, though? Like, this golem's just gonna stay alive forever, then he gets a machine down. If I Xbow, he's just gonna kill everything with the whole little ice wizard. I don't even know at this point. I guess I just go in anyways for a little bit of an Xbow push right here. Nice, we do predict it. We do predict the ice wizard. Wait, guys, come on. Nice! We're in there! Ability! Okay, we're out of there. Dude, I thought I was in there, guys. That was such a good Xbow, though. And such a good Archer Queen and everything. I think I literally have to rock it. This is so dumb, I'm gonna get punished so bad for it, but I literally have to rock it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get chipped out and lose. So, I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm gonna survive for much longer in this game, but I'm gonna try. I remember always facing Golem back in the day, and it was always a really hard matchup for Xbow, but sometimes you could get some crazy outplays and stuff, but it just does not look too promising. I'm actually gonna rock it on defense here. I feel like the Golem players have just evolved so annoyingly, though. Like, they have so much more annoying ways to get damage now compared to before. Ooh, that's an interesting lightning out of this guy. Dude, low-key, that lightning was kind of trash, guys. We can just Xbow here. The reason why I'm going in for the Xbow here is because he has to Golem now in the left side instead of the right side. Okay, no, he doesn't, actually, but... I mean, that means that, the Golem is not gonna go for the, like, Xbow's side. Wait, hold up. Oh, I thought I could, like, get the Xbow on the tower because of that Valkyrie evolution, but it's fine. We're just gonna have to rock it right now, guys. That's our only choice. Nice, tower is on the baby dragon, but, man, he's getting a big speed up here. Let's go for this. Wait, I think we won, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if I was, like, yapping a lot this game. I didn't really have time to finish my sentences. I was just, like, too busy rocket cycling. I'm actually very surprised I won this. This deck is honestly very strange, guys, but apparently Electro Giant Mortar is actually a thing, and I've actually played this deck a few times myself, even in the Clash Royale League for a lot of money, so it is a real deck, and it's kind of just nice to have the extra layer of offense with the Mortars, because sometimes E-Giant just can't seem to break through certain things, but when you have that Mortar there, it just gives you a little bit more of a chance to get through, like, Cycle decks, for example, and just have a little bit of extra pressure. We are facing a Goblin Giant player right here, so, I don't know how the Mortar's actually going to do, honestly. I feel like a cage would probably be a little bit nicer to have in this type of matchup, but we'll see, though. Oh, snap, he gets that down. I was so scared that Prince would charge from, like, half a tile away like it normally does. We took so much damage, guys, but I'm okay with that. I could have maybe gone for, like, a defensive E-Giant, but I don't even know. He does get the Witch already in the back. I'm going to just rip it if he goes for a Goblin Giant, the bridge. He probably is going to. Just put the Goblin Giant in the bag, buddy. Just put it in the bag. Okay, let's go. He got scared. I was threatening him to Goblin Giant, so he got scared to do it. We do have our Evo Baby Dragon right now, guys, so maybe that could potentially save us, but I don't know. I feel like our cycle is just going to get so awkward in this matchup. That's the main issue. Kind of a nice tornado, though. We take that. Alright, he does go for the big Goblin Giant in the back. We're going to have a really good defense right here. You know, guys, the weirdest thing happened a couple days ago, man. I went to this place called Round 1 with some of my friends, which is basically an arcade. I'm not sure if people have it everywhere or if it's only really in the US, but yeah, it's some arcade. And, dude, we went to, like, some store because it was like right next to a mall, right? Like, we went to some store there. It's called Spencer's. Some, like, store that has, like, cool gift shops type of stuff, I guess. And, dude, literally, I just went to the back of the store with my friends, and then... Bro, they have, like, these nasty toys. Like, I'm not gonna say exactly what it was, but, like, they have these eggplant toys, bro. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, bro. It's so nasty. I didn't even know that's a thing until now. And then I saw even, like, weirder stuff after that, too. You guys are nasty if you buy that. I'm sorry, bro. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have any of that stuff, because you guys need to stop if you do. Bro, who the heck gets that stuff? Do any of you guys actually get that stuff? There's at least, like, 20 people watching right now that actually get that stuff. You guys need to quit it for real. Kind of a nice Golden Knight ability right there, actually. Bro, this Mortar's low-key cooking up this guy's whole, I don't know, whole push, I guess. Okay, he's going all in right now. He's not even trying to defend. I guess I'll just get a lightning down right here. And Mortar should clear the skeletons pretty nicely. Guys, look at our Electro Giant right here. It's going to get right on the tower. He's probably going to get his vines down or something. I mean, I guess not. Okay, we get a little bit of damage there. Nothing too crazy, though, because he does have you know, the Prince and a few other things. He's probably going to get a Vine spell right here. Yeah, he does get the Vines, guys, but we played the ability and everything so quick there of the Golden Knight that it doesn't matter. And look how quick this E-Giant is going. We actually could win this one. And he wasted the Vines as well, so I think we just Lightning here, and we probably might take his whole tower, or most of it, maybe. One more? Nice! Wait, Lightning doesn't do enough. Lightning does not do enough, my good fellows. We gotta get a Mortar up high right here. This deck is low-key cooking this guy up, though, for real. I mean, not low-key cooking this guy up, it's high-key cooking him up. Mortar actually takes the win for us. And now, of course, guys, we are playing 3.0 Xbow. Of course, I could not forget this deck in today's video. I used to actually main this deck. I think some of you guys know that, but probably a lot of you guys also don't know that. Once in a while, I get comments asking if I was the Ian who used to main 3.0 Xbow, and yes, sirree, guys, that is in fact me. Our opponent does have the Boss Bandit and the Bandit right here. He does have Executioner as well. I kind of knew he'd probably have that, but didn't really expect him to play it right there at the bridge. I'm actually going to pull this to the side, guys. A really cool thing you can do is to sometimes pull units all the way to the side to let your Xbow get on the tower. That was a little bit of a connection. He does get a nice ability, but overall, we came out in a pretty decent spot. I feel like the Boss Bandit is kind of annoying to defend sometimes with Xbow, but it's not that good versus the Xbow itself because it's just so expensive. So guys, how you usually want to play a matchup like this is that you usually want to get either like split archers or you want to go for like a Tesla down the middle like this. And the reason why it's such a good play is you want to do that first, and then after that, you can then go in for an Xbow, because now if he punishes me, you know, for playing that Xbow, he plays like a Boss Bandit and stuff, we can literally just pull the Boss Bandit into our Tesla, you know? So that's why it's really good to get a Tesla down first, just so that way you don't get punished too heavily for going in for an aggressive Xbow. And we can actually cycle the E-Spirit pretty freely here at the bridge because it will just get us chip damage for free, and I don't care if he gets his King activated in this matchup. Alright guys, I'm once again gonna go for the early Tesla. I'm gonna go for it a little bit higher this time though, just so it can maybe help out a little bit more if I try to make an Xbow push. We can just go for split archers as well. Kind of an awkward executioner for him. You guys can see that it is a little bit of an awkward matchup for them at times, but it could also get pretty annoying pretty quickly too for us, so we have to watch out for some things. We do block the executioner pretty nicely. Wow, that just went right for my Xbow. How? Push that off. Oh, I pushed it off a little too late. I'm just going to go in for another Xbow here, guys, and I feel like we're in a really good spot now. We have both of our Evos in hand. We have really everything we need. We get our Evo Tesla down here as well. That's great. He does go for the Vine spell, but we can just log, I guess, and then, oh, he gets the Evo Snowball. I mean, he defended, guys, but as long as we keep attacking and he doesn't really get damage on us, he's not going to be able to beat us. Like, he needs damage on our tower, so if we just keep spamming him and he doesn't get damage on us, I mean, that's not good for him. Even if he defends our Xbow. We're kind of just wasting this guy's time at this point, to be honest with you guys. Like, we're not actually really getting any damage at all, but we're literally just wasting his time and preventing him from making a good push. Xbow actually does finally get a small lock on the tower, and that's really most of the damage I needed. I think now we just kind of tone it down just a little bit. Nice, he tried to predict an Xbow, which I was not going to go for. And a really other important thing to do with this deck, guys, is to kind of switch up your placements every time. Like, for example, with your skeletons against the bandit, if you always go for it in the same position, they're just going to eventually get, like, you know, snowball predictions and stuff onto it. But if you constantly switch it up, you can usually do pretty well. We do get a little bit of a double Tesla right here, so I feel like now an Xbow probably could do pretty nice. It's really hard to get through the Barbarian Barrel, though. Man, do you guys remember when Barbarian Barrel used to kill archers? That was actually insane. Bro, can you imagine Barbarrel fully killing archers now? That was kind of crazy that it was actually once like that. Nice, we kill the bandit and we get right on the tower. He does go for the Evo Snow, but we're just going to get an Xbow down. We have our Evo Tesla as well. Man, I feel like such a nerd playing this deck, man. It's just so interesting, for lack of a better word. Just interesting, dude. Oh snap, those archers were not the best. The vines killed my stuff a little bit quicker than I expected. I'm just gonna keep on going in, man. I don't even care. Just gonna get our knight down right here. He's probably gonna, I was gonna say he's gonna boss bandit, but I guess not. Wait, he just played the vines, which means that he can't kill my Evo archers now. Well, I guess one of them dies, but still, that's pretty good. He actually goes for a boss bandit. Interesting. This guy literally has gotten 0 damage on my tower, by the way. Oh my gosh. He got kind of a bad executioner there. I think he tried to line it up on my Xbow, but that was not about to happen. Not under my watch. Oh my goodness, the boss bandit. You have to be really careful here, guys, because even though you have really everything you need in this matchup, if you mess up one thing on defense, that could be game over. But yeah, I think we got it. Wait, that's not on my tower, is it? Yeah, the Executioner luckily just barely is not on our tower. We're gonna Fireball. And that's really how most of the 3.0 Xbow games go. And now, guys, we have this really strong defensive Mortar rocket deck. It's basically like that one Mortar Tornado rocket deck with the archers, except we do now have the Ice Wizard instead of the archers. Just because the Ice Wizard is just a little bit more durable, you know, it can actually survive the Vine spell. It can just get a lot more value for you on defense in a lot of matchups. Wait, Mortar's actually on the tower. This guy played his Goblin Hut just a little bit too late. He might have Graveyard or something, but I'm honestly not too sure. I don't think I ever faced this guy almost ever before. But yeah, we're off to a pretty great start. I'm just going to get my Ice Wizard in the back right here. This deck is kind of similar to Icebow, except a more, I guess, more forgiving version of Icebow is honestly what I would call this deck, guys. It literally is just like similar to the Icebow's defense, except it's just more relaxed with the Mortar in here. I mean, I feel like the defense of this deck, first off, is stronger than Icebow's defense, and also, yeah, just more relaxed having a Mortar instead of an Xbow, because the Mortar, you don't really have to support it very much, and it can still get so much value. Oh, snap, this guy actually has Balloon. I thought he had a Graveyard deck, to be honest. The Baby Dragon should die right here, guys, and we can probably just get a nice King activation, it looks like. Yeah, this deck's defense is so strong, man. The level of defense that you have just allows you to rocket cycle so easily, even in single elixir in a lot of matchups, which is kind of crazy. The opponent does get a Goblinstein down. I don't really want to waste anything good onto it, so I'm just going to go for an Evo Mortar kind of high. I would normally go for it much lower, guys, but I just want to get it up high just to get some tower shots. That was actually a really good Evo Mortar decision by me. I could have gone for it low, but by playing it up high, we got like 400 plus damage on the tower, so I'll take that. Valkyrie is actually going straight for my tower, so I'm going to have to play my own Valkyrie. But I feel like, unless we get completely ruined by like a random Evo Baby Dragon, I think we should have a pretty good time here. And you know, one thing I kind of noticed throughout all of these decks so far today, guys, is that it seems like almost every single Siege deck really just prioritizes defense, and then they get a little bit of offense here and there, but they prioritize defense before offense is what I noticed. Ooh, we can actually get a good rocket right here. It's only a -1 trade, and we get his Balloon basically just, you know, one shot almost. Mortar does kill the Goblin Hut. He does go for an Evo Valkyrie. I'm just going to Evo Valk of my own. This is actually pretty nice for us. Going to kill the Loon, kind of pull away the Baby Dragon. I'll take that. Nice, man. That's so good. Now we can just go in for a Mortar, I guess, on offense. He does get the Balloon down, but it's actually not in the, you know, wind of the Baby Dragon, so that's kind of nice for us. I think the Loon should die right here, but who knows? Okay, luckily it does die. I'm just going to start the rocket cycle now, because we're just in such a good spot elixir-wise, and just with our control of the map right now that I don't see why we can't just rocket cycle. Now with our Evolved Mortar, I'm more so expecting to get a better breakthrough here. And guys, you can actually sometimes use your Tornado really nicely as well to get Mortar locks. Oh, nice, we get on the tower here. He does go for the Vines, though, to kind of save himself, but still pretty nice for us right now. I guess we just go for some cheap skeletons right here on this thing, and then Mortar should also kill the Goblin Doctor as well. We could just get an Ice Wizard kind of down the middle here, which is going to kill the Baby Dragon, then also help out on the other side. I think I'll actually give him a Loon hit here, guys, just so that way I can save Elixir and go for just like a cheap Tornado to defend it, and try to just, you know, get a bit of a Mortar lock here. I'm just going to Rocket, actually. If we get one more Rocket, we probably should be able to take the win. I played a lot of Rockets today, man. Yes, we can just go for the log right here, guys, and we just have to cycle back to our Rocket as quickly as possible. So let's just go for an Ice Wizard right here, and Rocket should do just enough damage here for us to take the win. So I think the best Siege deck is probably the Mortar Minion Horde one, honestly.